Hi guys, welcome back to Payanam. I hope you are all doing good. If you are new to our channel, my name is Soundarya and I make videos on life in Germany and master process in Germany. If you're not yet subscribed to our channel, please do it. And as I mentioned in last video, today I'll be discussing on APS certificate information because this is very important and mandatory document that every student should be having in order to apply for any German universities. And this video will be in English and coming all information related videos also will be in English because I have received few messages to make videos in English to understand it in a better way. So I'm very happy to do that. So to start with this APS certificate, it's gonna be a super long video and I don't want to make in a longer manner, so I thought like I can make it in a two parts. The first part that I would be explaining about the information that you needed before you start with your APS process, and the second video would be that practical step-by-step process, that how you do online registration and how do you do the payment. Everything I'm gonna show you there through the apsindia.de portal. I would also like to add few FAQs in that video so that you have the entire clear picture to start with your APS process. So no need to waste the time. So let's get into the first part of today's video. To start with this first part of this video, I would like to give you all the information that you needed to start with your process. So why you need this information? Basically for two reasons. One is to save the time, one is to save the money. We all know that APS certificate is taking 4 or 5 months for one student and even for more months for other students also. And we have to pay 18,000 INR. I know for one document this amount is little higher, but we have no other option that we would be paying it. So if you make any mistake unknowingly, you have to bear the consequences. So it's better that you know the information, then you start with the process. So when you are doing the process, you will be having the confidence that okay, every document you are preparing so well, and once you submitted and it is taking even 4 or 5 months, then yeah, you have done the process. So you are so confident that you already know it's gonna take so much of time, and you be rest like in a pace, and then you can start with other process. So this is the main reason that you need this information. So what I wanted to tell you guys about this, like first know what it is and why you need all these things. So APS certificate is nothing but a normal documents that's gonna validate all your educational documents. Like if you have the bachelor's in India, your documents you're gonna send them, they're gonna validate and they're gonna certify in one document. They're gonna send it through you email. So in the email they will be mentioning your CGPA, like how much you acquired in bachelor or masters. So that you will be keeping with you. With that you're gonna apply for the German universities, you're gonna apply for the student visa. So this is the APS certificate. So any non-EU citizen, specifically from different countries like China, Vietnam, now India also. In India it started on 2022 November. So all these students needs to have if they wanted to study in German universities. So who is responsible for this certificate? So we already know German embassy from Delhi is responsible for this documents or to give the visa, everything. So this department called the Academic Evaluation Center, which is an integral department in embassy itself, this is only responsible to verify your document and provide you a certificate. That's it. So now why you need this certificate? So as I said that it is a document to validate all your educational document. It will certify all whatever the document you provided to the government, this embassy government. So they will certify that everything is valid and not fake. And if you have this, your admission process or the visa process will be smoother. So this is the reason you should be having the APS certificate with you even before you apply to any universities. So there are few people who doesn't need this certificate. Like if you are a student for your studies, some German citizen is giving you the sponsorship, so you don't need the APS certificate to be having before you apply for the German universities. And one more, like if you are getting any EU funded scholarship, like European funded scholarship, then you don't need the APS certificate. And one more is like if you're not coming to the bachelor's or the master or PhD and you are coming only to learn the language here and you're not attending any university or any pre-university classes, then you don't need the APS certificate. So you people are excluded from this APS certificate, and then you can do your whatever the process you have to come here, then that you can do it. So now the people like people who wanted to do the bachelor, master, PhD from all these three countries, you people should be having this APS certificate. So now when you need to apply, so this is the main and confusing for, even I had this confusion earlier when it started, but I got a clear picture that there are few universities, they already mentioned the requirement that they need the APS certificate, and there are few universities, they haven't updated their requirements. So how to check these requirements, like which universities need the APS and which universities it doesn't need this APS, that you can check it out in the dat.com, that I already made a video on that, like how to check. I'll give you a link in the description below, so you can have a look and see how you can do that check. So it's better, even before you apply to any university, you have the APS certificate, because it's taking time. So it's good that if you have this certificate before and then apply for the universities, and for the visa it's mandatory that you need it. So it's good that you do it earlier. And now how much you need to pay? So as I said, that 18,000 Indian currency that you need to pay, along with the GST and some transaction fee if you are choosing this CC Avenue payment method. And even if you go through those earlier method that we had, like going through the bank, so they will also charge you for the transaction. So here a small recommendation, not like final decision, because the final decision is on you. A small recommendation that go through the CC Avenue payment method, because your account activation will be quicker, very fast, because it's instant when you do this payment through this method. So they're gonna get you the transaction ID, and then your account will be activated and they can do their process. So it saves you a few days. So we know that bank means it's gonna update the transaction, and they have to give this transaction to the APS, and they're gonna match this transaction with your details. So it's everything is gonna take some time. So maybe we also face like some technical issues or some holidays. So in order to ignore all these things, it's just like a recommended that one. So it's your wish which one to choose. So this is what you need to know. And the other part is like the procedure. So what is the procedure? So as I said, that why I'm giving this information is to know the requirement, like what and all is needed just to start with your process. So know the requirement and then prepare all the document that they're asking. There is a checklist, so which says that what the documents you need. So after that you have to do the online registration. It has 7 or 8 steps, so you need to do that one in apsindia.de portal, and then you have to do the payment. So payment, as I said, like you can choose any method that you wish. So you have to courier the document to German embassy, which is in the Delhi. So these are the steps that you have to follow. It's very simple, but you have to know like when to do what. That's it. So now what are the documents? So coming to the documents, it's like depends, guys. If you're applying for the bachelor's, you have the different set of documents that needs to be given to the APS department, and if you are coming here for the master's, then you have the different set of documents. It's like similar but a little bit different, because like if you are coming here bachelor, you don't be having the bachelor's, you have to give the test as result. But if you are coming here for the masters, you would be having the bachelor degree, so you have to give them the bachelor degree certificate, along with that your marks cards. So this is the small difference that you would be seeing in the document list. So instead of saying orally, like I can show you in the portal, because in the portal they had mentioned every document in a detailed manner. So that would be good if I show you guys like what are the documents you needed. So this is the official website of APS, guys, and I will be giving this link in the description below. So you have to open this in the browser. So when you open it, you will be seeing this page. So you have to scroll down and you see this checklist. So click on the checklist. So once you click on the checklist, you will be going to this checklist page. So you see here, this is the student authorization letter, and this is the mandatory document, guys. You have to download this, and see, this is the concept form. So you have to take a printout of this, and then you have to fill all the information here, and you have to do the signature also, and then include this document along with the other documents that you are sending to the APS. So going back to the checklist page, if you scroll down a bit, so you see this graduate and postgraduate. So again, you click on this download button here, and you see this one PDF document that's open. So in this document, they clearly mention this is for the student who have the bachelor and the master degree. So what they have mentioned here is like overall application process, how you can do it. This is like what I have explained earlier, and this is the documents. So these are the documents we need, and one small important point here to remember that they clearly mention the amount what you pay for them is non-refundable. So be very sure with this, because it's a huge amount, so you won't be getting it back. And yeah, this is one more. So once you submit the documents and they will start verifying, and once it is completed you will be getting your certificate in a digital form. So a digital APS certificate via email you will be receiving. So remember one thing, when you are registering here, give a proper valid email ID and which you are using it, because you have to keep on check your email and the email should be correct. And if you go to the document checklist, they have the 11 documents that they have mentioned. The first one is what I have showed you now, concept form, and you have to paste your photo size, passport size photo as well over there, and you have to give them the receipt also, and Aadhaar card, passport first and last page only. And if you have the 12th mark sheet and certificate, if you have any admit card you can give them, it is not like mandatory. And this is the bachelor mark sheets, and this is the bachelor degree. Here like they clearly mentioned they will also accept the provisional certificate in case if you don't have the final certificate. And one more thing, this certificate should not be not older than the 1 year, so check the date also. And if you have the master degree, then provide the transcripts of master degree as well. So coming to the last document, this is the language certificate that you must be providing to them. So that's it guys, like these are the documents you need to send it to them. So what you need to do is like once you do this online registration and you have all these documents, so you have to courier all these to APS office, so which is reside in the Delhi. They had given the address. I will be giving you this address, which you can see on the screen. So this is the information, and there are a few important points I wanted to give you here only. If you scroll down, here they mention documents and attested translation. So if your documents are not in English, then those documents needs to be translated to English and needs to be notarized. This is very important. And the other one is that there's one. So kindly do not send any original documents along with your application. Yes, please be sure that you are sending them only the copy xerox of your original documents. Could be anything. And one more thing, many people has the doubt like mark sheet only the front page, or do we need to send the back also? So why to take a risk, guys? Like give the both the sides, and that is enough. If they want, they will take it, or else it's okay, they will ignore it. And this is the bank detail. So if you're choosing bank to pay the fees, then you can take these details and you can pay to this particular account. So I hope it is clear for you, and if you have any question or doubt, you can just ping me in the comments or you can ping me in Insta. So I'll try to reply in both the places. And that's it guys, I wanted to tell you in the first video the information that you must be knowing. I hope it is clear for you to start with your document preparation, and I'll see you in the next video where I will be showing you the online registration and the payment process, so that you can start by yourself and you don't need anybody's help here. So yeah, see you in the next video. Bye bye.